right to First Alert meteorologist Ryan Weekman. You guys are on top of the storm. Ryan, we had one wave kind of come through overnight, winding down. When is that heavy stuff?
Yeah, because we've had a few people say, I thought it was supposed to snow all day today. Very, very lightly. Our next wave is just a few hours away, and this is the one tonight, overnight into tomorrow morning, that's going to cause us all sorts of problems. So I tell you what, I tuned up our hour-by-hour forecast to give you a good idea on this one. Run the clock, still got a few hours. I think it's about 4 o'clock here in the Toledo metro that the snowflakes are, and when this next band moves in, it's not just going to be, some light snow for an hour or two. No, it's going to come down very quickly, and it's going to be very steady and turn very heavy very quickly. So let me look at the clock here. This is 4 p.m. tonight. Starts from the south, moves straight to the north. By 5 p.m., look at the heavier shades of snow that are starting to move in. Here's 6, 7 p.m. So just in about a 90-minute time frame, we're going to change over from some moderate to just an outright heavy snow that's going to be coming down. And the biggest thing about this, aside from the snow, is going to be the fact that darkness starts to fall. And anytime you get snow like this and darkness, it causes big-time problems, especially on rural routes. Here's 8 p.m. and several hours overnight. We're looking at the snow. Here's the latest totals. We are calling for half a foot to a full foot of snow for all of northwest Ohio, southeastern Michigan. Could see some heavier totals off to the east even yet. First Alert Doppler, just light snow out there right now. National Weather Service just put out a discussion for areas to our south for this band of snow that's starting to move up the Mississippi River. There it is. Could get 1 inch per hour snowfall rates tonight, Amanda. We'll talk about which roads I'm a little more concerned about overnight tonight. I'll even show you what I think they might look like here in just a few minutes.
Ryan, thank you. Several counties, including Lucas, are under a level 1 snow emergency right now. This means snow and ice making for some slick conditions. You could encounter some slush out there too, some blowing, drifting snow as well, especially on those rural routes. Use caution if you are driving right now. A massive winter storm is making its way across much of the country right now. Texas in a state of emergency after some areas saw their first snowfall in years and the coldest temperatures in decades. Oklahoma also breaking records with temperatures below 20 degrees for the past 5 days. The governor there activated the National Guard. For some Oklahoma drivers, choosing to go out in the storm can be a life or death situation.
Every time you take that key and you start it up, you take your life in your own hands and you take the public's life in their hands too.
They're certainly not used to that type of weather, are they? Oklahoma City expected to break cold temperature records that haven't been broken in 100 years. The system now headed our way. Let's check in with First Alert meteorologist Ryan Weekman. Ryan, we're in a bit of a break right now, but much more coming tonight. When does it start back up again?
Yeah, we're expecting the heavier stuff to come tonight, and I think about, if it's 12 o'clock right now, give it about 4, maybe 5 hours until that heavy wave starts to come on in, and you can see the snowfall totals behind me here. Yes, you were looking at these right. 6 to 12 inches for everybody in northwest Ohio and southeastern Michigan. And we think to the east side of Toledo here, 10 to 14 inches. There's going to be a little bit of a heavier swath that even happens there. But by and large, you get the idea. This is going to be our biggest snow we've had in several years. In fact, when you combine it with the 20, 25 mile an hour winds overnight, I think rural travel is not only going to be difficult tonight, it's going to be almost impossible in spots. And let me show you what a storm from 2014, remember that big winter? What it did to some county roads. This is out in Henry County. This is what it looks like in the summer. This in 2014 to a storm similar to this is what that road turned into. So if you're thinking about rural travel after 6 p.m. tonight, be aware it is going to be very, very difficult. And you know, in northwest Ohio, we got those big ditches on the side here. If you're thinking, boy, that doesn't sound fun, plan on being where you want to be by 6 p.m. tonight is my advice for you, especially in the rural locations. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with something like that. All right, satellite and radar. Notice how quiet it is for the most part. We've got one little band off to the west side here, right up Route 25, Defiance, Wasion. And during the daylight hours, this stuff has a really tough time accumulating. It's just very light, fluffy sort of stuff. But it's not only that this heavier wave of snow is coming in, it's coming in as the sun is going down. And so with the snow already on the ground, this stuff is going to stick immediately, and it's going to come down to the tune of 1 inch per hour. And when you get to those sorts of rates, we've got some great plow crews around here. you just can't keep up with that sort of system, and that's why we're going to continue to see the problems overnight. Again, 4 to 5 p.m. Here comes this wall of snow. Big time travel problems for tonight. So if you've got a family member or somebody that's at work right now, they get off around 5 p.m. Tell them head straight home would be my advice, because by 6 p.m. as the sun is basically set at that point, here comes that 1 inch per hour sort of band. And when the roads go bad tonight, they're not going to get better until at least daybreak tomorrow. That's how long the crews are going to have to catch back up. Here's 7, 8 p.m. and look how heavy this is coming down. And we've got a wind that's whipping off the lake here at least 15, more like 20 to 25 miles per hour. 11 p.m. Here's midnight, 1 a.m. So you can tell this is going to happen for several hours for tonight. If there's some light at the end of the tunnel here, the snow does end well before daybreak tomorrow, so crews will have a chance to catch up here, but it's going to take some time to kind of get there. And Amanda, if this isn't enough for you, we are still watching a system here on Thursday as well that could bring more accumulating snow.
We're running out of room.
Where are we going to put
There it is.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, Ryan, thanks.